Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? Like every single thing in this video, your newest video is a lie! All I said, I just want you to acknowledge what you did and apologize! I spent 4 days.
So, the reason why I'm showing you this isn't because I want to give you a huge backstory into Dark Viper and his recent crash outs, but like 3 weeks of consecutively getting ganged by the entire internet, this guy's completely lost it. Happy September! Happy September! So for Taylor Lorenz, obviously people have been talking about these Hassan Piker articles. It's been something that's been talked about. Battle of the New Gen lolcows, yeah. So Taylor responds back,
I always do the possible.
She had an issue with this, like, I'm a leftist, I'm a Marxist, I'm a socialist, therefore I believe that everything comes back to material conditions. Taylor came in and said, that's not what it appears in the piece. That quote doesn't appear in the piece. Nowhere in this piece does it say, I am a Marxist. So then people opened up the article and then they saw him say, I am a Marxist, I am a socialist, and therefore I believe everything comes back to material conditions. How is this woman writing for publications?
I always do the possible.
This is why I think she's a liability. This motherfucker will bold-faced lie in response to fucking Joyce Carol Oates. Okay? She'll just fucking lie. And then they'll just catch her on it, move right on to the next thing. Like, are you... Taylor can't read? Yeah, how could she write? She can't even read! Insane. Insane. She retweeted this, given the screenshot, maybe long COVID is real. I'm tired of y'all trying to go viral by making jokey jokes about long COVID sufferers. Millions of people suffer from long COVID, including millions of kids in the US alone. Elsie has replaced asthma as the #1 chronic illness in kids in the United States. So shut the fuck up with your loser jokes. Yeah, I don't know. I think Taylor Lorenz has chronic oxygen deficiency from when she was a child, and it just still is like, she's still constantly in a lack of oxygen state that's slowly murdering her brain cells until she's lobotomized by the young age of anywhere between 65 and 70. Long COVID is not a joke. Millions of families suffer every year. I don't think that long COVID is fake.
Is this really lolly?
I think that Taylor's is fake. And what's my evidence for that? I want it to be so. That's my fucking proof. That's my stance. That's my transparency report. Okay. I also
really
saw
lolly?
this. A couple, like, there were like 3 MAGA dads who had a problem with this fucking tweet. I thought this was funny. I'm scrolling eBay because I was intrigued to see how the... So,
say something to you?
Has anybody here gotten
really
the... Actually, I want to find this Trump watch commercial. I like watches, okay? So it's occasional... And I have a brain rot-centric Instagram reel feed. Occasionally, I get the Trump watches video, and it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I don't know, can this be pulled up? The Trump watches promo video.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Can I really find this? Why? It's like a short. President wearing his fight or flight limited edition watch. Is this it?
And it's Trump time.
Oh, yes, dude, it's Trump time. Okay. Hey, all right, look at this. I got served this ad, and it started a whole rabbit hole chase for me, all right? This is the greatest advert. Yes, it really is a Trump
Can I say
watch.
something to you, Nick?
Trump really made a
like
shitty Rolex knockoff. This is a banger intro segment. Stand back. Whatever you think this is going to be, it's funnier, okay?
Hello, everyone. It's President Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this red beauty. It's one of my new watches. Wear it proudly on your wrist, and everyone will...
Dude, it's like he's confused as to where you're going to place it, so he makes sure you're aware it goes on your wrist, too.
Proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know exactly what it's for, who it's for, who it represents. It's really going to be something special. It's for your favorite president. Get your watch today at Get...
This is not AI. This is just some random shit he's shilling his president.
TrumpWatches.com. These make a great gift. It's Trump time.
It's Trump time! Do you think he opens, like, he shows up and he goes, hey guys, it's Trump time, when he walks in the room? That's so fucking funny. It's not AI. I've seen this for a while. These have existed for a while. But I was Googling, because obviously $500 fucking bullshit watch with no, like, resale value. I think they only made about 122 of them.
I really like you.
Why? So there's one guy on eBay, and I'm going to go ahead and assume these are real because I can't imagine what the market would be in fake Donald Trump limited edition watches that are still on sale.
Is this really Wally?
So there was a guy selling like 40 of these where you could even like, if you bought multiples, it would get cheaper. So anyways, I bought one. I'm kidding. No, I did buy one because it's funny. But regardless, that's not why I'm showing this. The thing that I saw on there from the wholesaler was Trump Red MAGA watch, men's wristwatch, limited edition.
Is this really
Rip
Wally?
Charlie Kirk. It says Rip Charlie. It didn't come yet. I ordered it off of eBay because I thought it was funny. I bought this listing actually. It was fucking funny, dude. I'm sorry. This is a Submariner. They pulled off Trump and Made in Geneva, and they replaced. I'm sorry. They pulled off the crown and replaced it with Trump and the fucking autograph. I actually found out there's another fucking piece for this stupid story that is totally not relevant to anything we're covering today. Did you guys know there were news stories associated with this?
I really like you.
Why? Trump watch. There's news stories associated with the Trump watch. This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Imagine you buy a fucking stupid Donald Trump watch, okay? And when it arrives to you, they forgot to put the T on the dial, so it fucking says rump on it. Imagine spending. This family spent $500 on a fucking fake gold watch,
I really like
and it came and it said rump on it. And then the news, because it's so fucking funny that Trump is shilling watches, the news came in and helped this woman get this because they wouldn't fucking replace it. They wouldn't replace it, dude. Yeah, it became a one of one. I don't know what it affects, but yeah, dude, they got it. It's a fucking like a reference to his ass, essentially.
Is this
a one of one?
Wally?
I mean, I think people would like that version of the watch, personally. But yeah, the news had to pressure Trump to replace the watch. It's a hella waste. Oh yeah, it's a total waste of money. I would never pay $500. I would never pay $500 for something like this. And somebody wrote me in my chat. I'm not gonna out who this was, but somebody in my Discord writes, but I will say this is like a very timeless design.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Dude, I was fucking sitting there. I was literally fucking, I was seething when I saw that. It's a timeless design. Yeah, it is a timeless design. You know what else is a fucking timeless design? The Submariner. Really it's a fucking Submariner. That's all it is. Zach wears one of these on his wrists on the H3 podcast. Okay? Yeah, of course it's a timeless design. They ripped him off.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio, are you in this shit, son?
Yeah, I really like the way they did this. What is this, like a dive watch? It's like, yeah, it's a fucking Rolex. That's why it looks good.
Oh, God. Shout out to Nicholas DeOrio.
It's a timeless design. Yeah, it's a fucking Rolex. Of course it's a timeless design. But yeah, no, it's a rip-off, like, fucking I call it a parody watch, but he's releasing this as a serious product.
I really like it.
So when I went to go purchase this fucking thing, because it's funny, another listing popped up right below it. I did not purchase this watch, but this is very funny. This is very fucking funny. I'm sorry. So this is the Charlie Kirk limited edition Turning Point USA tribute MAGA wristwatch that has a fake signature inscribed on the dial of the implication here that he autographed something that said he was dying in 2025 is one of the most nuclear pieces, and it's made in China.
I always do the possible.
The Chinese put his signature on a fucking watch face dedicated to his death. That is one of the craziest things I've ever fucking... Is that a swap? This is some fucking Chinese slop. This is Chinese manufacturer slop. If you get extra 10 with Moshia Cha 10% off or something.
I always do the possible.
The other thing, the longer you look at the screenshot, the funnier shit you'll see here. 38 viewers in the last 24 hours. People are checking this out. 4 people have added this to their watch list.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Temu flash sale. New with box and papers. Some guy made this in his fucking garage. What do you mean new with box and... What are the papers for this, dude? You get a personalized letter from... Like, what? Whoa!
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape
so then
Review.
some fucking guy over
Shout
here...
out to that guy the first almost crashed with my comment. Last thing I want is to deprive someone of battle.
Thank you.
Field 6 out on October 10th.
Yes, Battlefield 6.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I can't.
You ain't got a hair on your ass if you don't buy a Trump time watch for a pinball stream.
All right. I didn't buy this one. I didn't buy. But then I see this tweet and they fucking quote it, selling my grandma's valuables to buy V-Bucks, and then it's fucking eBay is crazy. Like the implication that their grandmother sold the Turning Point USA Charlie fucking Kirk watch.
I recommend watching Nicholas
Holy
DeOrio's
shit,
latest
dude.
video.
Rob's Media with a fucking nuclear joke in chat. But yeah, that was the weird watch talk. It's very different than the Ethan Klein watch talk. This is the watch talk. I will post pictures when this monstrous item comes into my house.
My man.
When the fucking red Trump watch shows up in my dude. Could you imagine you go voting and the guy in front of you voting has a fucking red Trump Submariner parody watch?
Is this really lolly?
Would you? I feel like I would just be like, what the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? Oh god, yeah. So that's that. That's fucking amazing. It's perfect because now when I go on stream, I'll use the red MAGA hat and the red Trump watch, and then when somebody calls me a conservative, then my chat will bully them. It's like, why would you think that? That's my favorite. I gotta buy more things. Here's the other one. We can't really watch this. This is our final little intro doodah. I have to show you the intro because he's so mad. I actually talked about this last stream, I think, briefly. I don't think I got too far into it, but there's a post of me describing why I'm probably on Dark Viper's side of this drama. And it's not because I agree with anything Dark Viper has said. I don't, just to be clear. But I think the quartering kind of lied about him. Like, he explicitly said that like that Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die, and he jumped into a very hot button issue, but then everyone just kind of didn't engage with his arguments and said that he said something that he didn't say. So he makes this video in response because after that he was fighting for like 24 consecutive hours trying to argue desperately to people who hate him that like he never actually said the thing that he was in trouble for. Which is kind of true.
I've had enough. Jeremy, aka The Quartering, recently lied to his audience. That is nothing new, he lies to them all the time. What was different in this case is this false information was sufficient for some of his viewers to conclude.
I've never seen this guy this mad before. After I show you like 2 minutes of this video, I'll show you my response to it that I think explains everything, but here.
That I am deserving of death and that I should be killed.
Okay, all right, hold on. All right, so this is actually kind of happening. He's not really making this part up.
Information was sufficient for some of his viewers to conclude that I am deserving of death and that I should be killed. Many of his audience then went...
Normally, I would say this is like a super big overreach for Dark Viper, but the quartering is on Twitter. I can't really pull it up. He's gone completely mad. He's like posting, trying to find people, anybody who's made like a joke at Charlie Kirk's expense. Like, he is so far out of the realm of, like, justice, and now just kind of being a fucking bully, I guess, and, like, swinging his crazy, sad audience on people. He's, like, he's out of his mind right now.
To say that they would murder me on his behalf, before going on to DM me to...
Yeah, like, look at this, bro. Here's a photo of his house. You can call in the game using the phone number. I love video games. It's just like Dark Viper's docs.
To show that they know where I live and have images of my house before sharing that shit around to other people that apparently want to see me dead. The quartering himself went on to say that not only does he desire that I suffer, but everyone else around me should suffer as well because of his false conclusions.
He's unhappy. He will always be unhappy. And I wish that for him and everyone around him.
I mean, the quartering is actually completely out of control. Yeah, I'm not going to watch this because the guy who I'm defending is going to strike my video if I watch too much of it, and he absolutely hates me, and I absolutely hate him, but, like, I do think he's completely out of control.
highlighting perhaps why his viewers want to see my house burnt down with everyone I love inside. So on September 10th, I was having tech issues, sitting looking at my PC, watching a loading bar go up, unable to do anything of interest. I therefore went on Twitter and scrolled a bit and said, oh, there's been some political turmoil in America. A political commentator that I don't particularly like in America has died. Not something I'm getting comments on.
Okay, this part's bullshit. He saw Charlie Kirk died, and he just started popping off and firing off tweets about it. So I'll explain this. Like, the stuff that he does say is clarified directly in the threads of the tweets, and he has said that he does not believe that Charlie Kirk deserved to die no more than, like, 6 times across multiple tweets, some of which predated the quarterings message, right?
I don't really make those political statements on Twitter anymore. But I saw a commentary on his stances, and I was like, oh, that's actually morbidly ironic. Given that they were posts with hundreds of thousands of likes, I was like, oh, well, I guess, you know, the conversation about this is...
And this argument's really shitty. It's like, hey, there are people talking about this with hundreds of thousands of likes, so nobody's gonna come after me. Is not a good argument for a public figure.
And over anyway, if something's getting hundreds of thousands of likes, it must have been talked about for quite a while at this point. I mean, whatever my contribution, who would focus on what I would say amongst these posts that have like 500,000 likes? Surely not some clout goblin, war-desiring person named Jeremy. I am, however, a person who likes dark jokes. If you've ever seen one of my out-of-context videos, I make a lot of dark jokes.
And I think he shows all of his dark jokes, and they're all like about pedophilia.
Righteous, the good thing, man. Fuck those people who died. I'm trying really hard not to kill myself here. But Your Honor, she was almost 16.
Yep, that's one of them. There it is. Yeah, my iconic edgy jokes.
Sir, she's 13 and a half. That's almost 16.
Jeez. Yeah, for some reason, he just pulls this up.
Government always keeping that little guy down, preventing him from doing what he wants, like beating up an old woman. The sound that people make when they're crushed under cars is so satisfying, especially in this game. I'm not saying...
Okay, so yeah, we don't need to see any more of this. I explained this to everybody. I urge you to look into the tweets yourself. He has deleted a lot of them, so I was going to pull up the actual thread. I don't really think I can do that anymore. So this is what I took away from it, and if anyone else has an issue with that, that's totally fine. Oh no, this is it. This is it. Okay, actually, the guy literally sent it. All right, this was his initial... Oh no, this is not it. This is the second one. This is the second tweet. I don't know where the original one was, but he also specified it. Every positive post about Charlie Kirk, so this was the second thread that he made, right? Every positive post about Charlie Kirk is either ignorant of who he was or supportive of who he was, and it's scary. I can tell which, among endless things, he was a proponent in the Great Replacement theory, a racist idea that immigrants had a plot to replace white people, so that's just talking about Charlie Kirk and making claims about Charlie Kirk. Matt, I can't believe you, a guy in love with a Latina, didn't like one of the hate-filled bigots of all time. Are you crazy? He built his career on inspiring hate. I didn't say he deserved to die. I say it's morbidly ironic that he reaped what he sowed. So this is the second thing that he posted. He also specified before this what he meant by didn't deserve to die, which is gone. I put out a thread here, and I tried to explain this as well as I possibly can. What he's trying to articulate here is that he believes the type of content that Charlie Kirk made radicalized people and was a breeding ground for hatred. It's perfectly fine if you disagree with that. However, it is important to understand that is his argument, and that's how he's chosen to present it. He is saying that it is morbidly ironic, and then I added the definition because clearly people don't know what morbidly ironic is. A situation where irony is present, dark, grim, disturbing, involving a tragedy, painful contrast between what is expected and what actually happens, often with a sense of futility and a cruel fate. Charlie Kirk is a casualty of radicalization and hatred. If you're getting hung up on reaped what he sowed, there are about 6 other tweets that specify he doesn't think that Charlie Kirk deserved to die over this. He's making a cringe moralization argument. Example. Here's a full example from start to finish of what I deem a comparable argument. I think that Dark Viper sucks. I think that Dark Viper is making an argument in this manner at this time was extremely self-destructive and moronic. I believe that Dark Viper is currently dealing with the consequences of his mistake. One could even potentially say that he has reaped what he sowed for jumping in to spit on this guy's grave, while a lot of people on that specific site are seeing red, specific site being X. Despite me thinking that Dark Viper is responsible for much of the ridicule and hate he's received because of his words and actions, I do not think that he deserves to be spammed with his docs, lied about by a large creator, Jeremy, and spammed with death threats. I think that stuff is pretty bad, and I don't condone that behavior. No one deserves to be spammed with death threats. And that's how I perceived Dark Viper's argument, as somebody who hates him and has absolutely no reason to put my neck out for somebody like Dark Viper. I think that's what happened here. That's probably the nicest way that I could say it. The reason why I initially deleted the tweet arguing about it was because I felt that like Dark Viper was arguing for 24 hours, and by the end of it, he's probably going to just say something horrible that makes me look like an idiot for defending him.
These are the most Reddit jokes I've ever heard. Make it stop.
Yeah, I was sitting here and I'm like, listen, I got to be honest with you. He's probably going to go out and just tweet that he deserved to die tomorrow because he's mad. And then I'm going to look like an asshole. So if he does that, I could just delete this segment and I never defended him. But in the meantime, I don't think he's necessarily wrong, if that makes sense. I just thought it was a huge waste of time. Plus, everybody in the Quarterings comments are just like crazy. And not everybody, but they're like people crazy, fucking doxing people, harassing people. And it's like, I don't care about Dark Viper that much. So yeah, whatever. Let's do that on a different site right now where people aren't emotional. And the reality of the situation is if Dark Viper heard me defend him, he would probably change his strategy. Rather than accept that I was defending him in any circumstance ever, he would probably go out of his way to try to prove me wrong. So, I mean, it's like, it's a lose-lose. Catch 33 over here, bro. Catch 22. Bro, I saw this article and this is crazy. This is crazy, dude. Look at this shit, bro. Come on. Bella Ramsey tells Last of Us haters, you don't have to watch season 3 if you hate it that much. Chat, has that ever worked? Has that line ever... Oh, you don't have to play Starfield if you don't like it. Oh, you don't have to watch this if that's not what you're into. I've never in a million years heard some actress fucking say, oh, if you don't want to watch Captain Marvel, there's tons of other Marvel movies, and that make people go, oh, they get all warm and fuzzy inside. But I think it's even funnier, and you can't see the caption, but somebody somewhere from 2020, a time traveler, has looked at this article and is thoroughly confused.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the show.
Could you imagine being a time travel? I don't even hate The Last of Us 2, but there are so many people who do, religiously. Imagine being a time traveler from 2020. You just finished the game where you just saw the leaks. Bella Ramsey says... Bella Ramsey? Wait, what does she have to do with that show? Says, The Last of Us haters, you don't have to watch season 3 if you hate it that much. The game exists? You can just go play it again? Oh my god. How bad is the show? Dude, I'm sorry, it's so fucking... dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine that when Angry Joe made his Last of Us 2 video talking about it, there'd be an article a few short years later where somebody's like, listen, if you want to go back and play The Last of Us 2, you can play it anytime you want. Mauler is quite a word. I gotta be honest, I find that game, at least from a playability perspective, I find that more fun than the first game. I think the story's better in the first game, but I don't hate the second game by any stretch, so... there are obviously issues with it. I think Angry Joe, his review, I don't agree with everything he said, but I do think one of the most legit parts of his review is when he said that it's fun to play as Abby and just like be a professional wrestler beating the fuck out of zombies. Yeah, essentially that. I don't know. I actually have a copy of The Last of Us 2. I have like the Wolf edition on my shelf behind me, which is yeah, I don't know. I like The Last of Us. I watched the show and I hated the new season. So unfortunately, Bella Ramsey told me I'm supposed to go watch something else. But I don't understand why you'd want to watch something else now. You've already seen season 2. The Last of Us season 3, if you guys aren't up to date, it's going to be led by Caitlin Denver for the most part. So, I mean, I think she was like okay in the 3 seconds she was in the show. Actually, no, hold on. The intro, the first scene of the entire season was horrible. The one that Craig Mazin put in to establish her when she's just like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. Like that clip sucked, dude.
I really like
that. Was a fucking... Why? That was literally... Unironically, the ways that they changed The Last of Us 2 actually did make the story worse. It was bad. It was so bad. But I thought Caitlyn Denver nailed it.
I really like
in the last episode. In the last episode when she showed up, I bought that. In a sea of garbage, I thought Caitlyn Denver's acting in the last episode was pretty good.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio.
And obviously, the one who played Dina was fantastic throughout the entire thing. But yeah, that's just I don't really have a lot of drama-related stuff. I'm just kidding. Last time we talked positively about DarkViperAU.
I always do the possible.
And I'll never be making that mistake again. Dude, DarkViperAU posted on his community tab 15 minutes before my stream. I have a long stream tonight, so I didn't really go out and get a lot of fucking...
Can I say something to you,
I
Nick?
thought my relationship
really like you.
with,
Why?
How do you fucking say her name? Aitana? I thought my relationship with Aitana was rock solid, but I might love my most recent video more than her. Is it cheating to wish you were possibly able to fuck your own videos? Can you legally marry a woman in a YouTube video at the same time? Can society accept such forbidden love?
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Dark Viper's
really
using
like
why? Like cock roleplay fetish, I guess, for his video this is just a bizarre thing that only a fucking complete lol cow would post under their I'm sorry. I understand it's obviously humor. I don't know what I don't get his humor. I just don't get it. I'm not trying to be one of those guys where isn't joke supposed to be funny, but holy fuck, I saw this and I just couldn't stop. Okay, wait. I've been getting a lot of whoever fucking sent members my way, thank you. Was that thank you so much for the 10 gifted for September. Let's go. I'll play it again when it comes. But do you remember this shit? Thank you, by the way.
Basically, that zombie bee thing is the nature equivalent to what happened when Ian married Onision.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
How many people haven't seen this clip of Onision talking to the police?
Okay. And do you know if they have any weapons?
They have a bunch of camera people, like they're YouTube stalkers.
As you watch this, it's important to remember that all the camera crews, sound guys, and
dude, I can't.
Okay, but no weapons seen.
I didn't see any weapons. I just saw 6 guys in my driveway, and one of them is knocking on my door.
Okay, 1 second here.
When does he actually say it? I think it's on Chris's channel. I could find the short version of it, but there was the clip everyone is aware of. Everyone has seen.
Is DarkViperAU a virgin?
See.
No, I am not.
It's
why would so many people be googling that?
911. What are you reporting?
Hi, there's a person who's been stalking me online, and they just showed up to my house.
Okay, and they're outside now?
Yes, they're knocking on my door.
Okay. And do you know if they have any weapons?
They have a bunch of camera people, like they're YouTube on my door.
And the one that's knocking on your door, is he the main one that you said has been stalking you?
Yes, he's a stalker. He's yelling things at me through the door right now.
I just saw
Okay, and what do we know his name at all?
Nicholas DeOrio.
It's Chris Hansen.
Dude, they couldn't. He was aura farming. Look how hard he's aura farming here, dude. He's got the posture correctly. All he's got to do is just stand there and be like, Gregory, James Jackson, hello. And then it's all done for him. It's amazing. It's an absolute classic clip. Yeah, 100%. So I'm going to leave this right here. We're going to come back to that. That's going to be our subject 2 and 3 tonight because we've got a lot to show there. Dude, it's Chris Hansen, a classic phone call. Yeah, it's literally aura farming in the earliest days. I saw this 19 minutes ago. I have no idea if this is real. I thought it would be funny to start off. Apparently, the Nepal government is banning YouTube.
So Nepal just banned YouTube, Instagram.
Why is Nepal angry? I don't know. Apparently, and Instagram and Reddit. So if you guys live in this place that I can't point in a map, get a VPN.
Instagram, Reddit, and a bunch of other social media.
My question to anyone who lives in Nepal is why?
Platforms for not.
It's China? I don't know.
With the government. You might be thinking, oh, this is just Nepal. I don't even live there or whatever. But trust me, this is going to.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't. Who the fuck wants to live in Nepal?
Go way past that country.
Nepal is not China.
Nepal government has directed ISPs, internet service providers, to restrict access to 26 social media platforms, prompting criticism from civil.
Apparently, they're living in the Stone Ages. They're fucking banning all social media. I don't know. I listen. I gotta be honest. I don't know. I don't care about any of this. What is this? Like they're not safe enough for kids?
And appoint a local contact person.
You know what? I got a real intro for you right now. I want to hit everybody with a fucking truth pill. All right? This is not even a truth pill. I'm giving you my fucking unleaded speculation. So it could be wrong, it could be inaccurate, but I've been looking at a lot of videos and I'm picking this one because I don't like this guy. Okay? Within the last month, views are down. Oh, is this it? I'm struggling, whatever. Okay, so you guys know Dark Viper blew up his entire VODs channel. Did you guys see this? I don't know if you... we didn't really cover it because there wasn't really like a reason to. We thought it was just getting more hate online. It turns out that Dark Viper, and you could find a video on his channel that goes over all of this. I'm not watching it on stream because he'll strike me because it's 10 minutes long and you have to watch the whole thing. It's really funny. Essentially, it's, hey guys, YouTube has decided that my videos won't get views anymore because of an algorithm change that happened like literally the day of the AI thing. Like, do you guys remember when they were saying that reaction YouTubers were gonna die because YouTube was changing their policy and they were doing ID verification all in the same patch? Like, this was all happening on the same day and we were all talking about it. So it turns out they didn't kill reaction YouTube, they killed everyone. I've been reading there's videos about this. Linus Tech Tips is covering it. Other YouTubers are like, this update that added all this AI garbage, that added age verification, has fucking destroyed our daily view count. Dark Viper got scared that his views were getting worse, so he blew up an entire YouTube channel on like the hunch that it was associated with his actual main channel that makes all of his money. He is saying that he has lost 40% of his fucking views on a channel that's not hinging on donations. That is insurmountable. Okay, I mean, I've had some viewership decline at the same time frame, but not 40% of my views. That's insane. So Dark Viper says, within the last month, views are down for every creator I know since YouTube added more AI garbage on the platform. What matters isn't how good a video is, but how well it fits in YouTube algorithm and it will recommend it. I guess my retirement, so he's talking about quitting. There's a whole video on this. This video right here is from another YouTuber called Second Wind. This is a very popular topic right now. I don't really understand how to cover it because for most of this stuff, it's like long-standing YouTubers who've been doing the same thing forever are now getting less views. But my question to you is, and seems like the way that they're describing it, it's every YouTuber they know, like this is affecting all YouTubers. That's what people are saying. It's like, if an algorithm comes in, it only pulls views from one thing and hands it, and that's very simplified. It hands it to something else, right? So if Dark Viper is losing 40% of the viewership, that's gotta be going somewhere, right?
Nicholas, the GOAT.
Am I fucking crazy here? But by the way, I will tell you, I watched his video, and it's very funny, and I recommend everyone watch it. I can't watch it here. His thing was, YouTube has to ban reaction YouTubers. That's the real problem. I'm not even kidding you. He routed it all the way. He basically said, nobody reacts to my content, but even if they did, it would only hurt me more. And that these guys create content so easily, YouTube needs to ban it because it'll ruin content for everybody else. That's what's in his video. You can go watch it. I can't show it to you. I can't give you context. He'll strike me. But if these views are leaving, wouldn't the algorithm be sending them somewhere else? Why is there nobody reporting mass viewership rise if something crazy is happening here? So here's my speculative bubble. And I'll tell you, I could be wrong, I could be right. But dude, in the last month on all these social media sites, the key word has been botting. Botted subscribers, botted viewership. Twitch.tv has seen record lows for botted viewers, due to botted viewers, going all the way back to 2021. Their viewership has never been lower since 2021 as they are right now. Well, they've been launching these updates to botting and stuff. Now, everyone's talking about the censorship angle, and that's kind of consumed the entire conversation around this big YouTube update that happens to have happened the exact same time as this algorithm change. I'm just throwing this out there. Is it possible that the reason why everyone's views are down is because this ID verification thing has thrown a massive wrench into the botting problem here? Because if there's that many bots on Twitch, and we're seeing them all in the YouTube comment section, even still now, okay, that lends, like, we can clearly, like, believe that there's a similar botting problem here. Maybe not the same botting problem. Maybe there's a similar botting problem here.
I really like you.
But what's one way that you can limit all of these bot accounts that would take a long time for all of these botting sites to like fuck around and figure out? If you require age verification and these accounts aren't being used by real people, right? Is it possible that the reason why Dark Viper's views are down 40% are because a significant amount of bots were sending traffic to his videos?
Thank you
now
for
the
$5,
algorithm
my man.
notices that there's nobody watching Dark Viper anymore, so they're recommending him less and he's getting less by association. Not saying all of his viewers were bots, but maybe he had like a substantial amount of bot views, and maybe that's what's happening here.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
I mean, look, we don't know for a matter of fact, but this is something that's been kind of sitting in the back of my head, because you gotta assume that these big like botting sales things or whatever probably hit some kind of a roadblock when all their fucking things couldn't view videos anymore all at once, right? I mean, I don't think YouTube wants to go out and say publicity-wise with advertisements that like they have a huge botting problem. Maybe they would want to go about it in different ways. But this kind of seems like a potential solution for that. Smaggle is asking outright, are you accusing Dark Viper of view botting? Like, I hate these fucking... Smaggle, see you in 30 minutes. No, I'm not accusing... You can't accuse any individual creator of view botting unless they confess. That's the reality of the situation. I don't think that Dark Viper, even in this hypothetical, is the one who is like botting these views, if that is true. I think it's probably a viewer. That's probably the case. I mean, I don't think that XQC is paying somebody to bot his fucking views. All these leading questions, drama farming crap. Get out of here. But like ultimately,
Nick just started insulting me viciously.
When you see these huge streamers and huge content creators botting,
DarkViperAU is a virgin.
yeah, dude, what if that's the case? Yeah, I don't know. When all these big streamers are botting, it's almost never them. It's always like a viewer. Because the viewers or whatever are donating $1,000 anyway. If they convert those to views, it could quote unquote help the streamer. It always harms the streamer, but it could help the streamer in their mind. Rob said, I'm head mod now. Fuck you, Smaggle. But you get where I'm coming from with that. That's kind of the way I've been looking at it. It's like, well, I mean, you see all these old head YouTubers with huge established audiences saying they've been hit the worst here. It's like, I don't know. All right, that was a little intro tidbit. The other one is like, this is funny. This is like the only EHD thing I can find on back in the day, especially with the topic we're going to cover today. r/YouTube drama was like a resource that I could use a lot on stream. And then they banned all the topics that I use and that I cover, so I can't actually really use this sub for anything now. So they finally got rid of me for the most part. But they did do an EHD section called the Bad Empanada Being Transphobic post, which, if you're wondering, has been locked because too many people started blaming each other for Bad Empanada existing. I just think this is funny. The only EHD post on YouTube drama, and it's like, did you know that the crazy schizophrenic gang-stalking doxer is actually transphobic? We did a whole thing. It's already up on the channel, I imagine, in some capacity. But like the concept of transphobia being the line for these people is still one of the funniest things that has ever happened, because none of these people give a fuck about trans people. Trans people were kind of like the issue of the day that were thrown into the dumpster after Palestine and Israel became a monetizable talking point. Fuck the election, fuck what's gonna happen, fuck the trans genocide, all that stuff got thrown to the wayside. Dude, from trans genocide to throwing them to the wayside, that was the summary there. So it's extremely funny that now that this crazy psychopathic doxer has kind of been criticizing Hassan, then they found out he was transphobic. I remember how it wasn't Deji who bought his channel, it was his dad. Again, we can't prove either way who exactly it was, but it was probably his dad, in my opinion. That was my opinion, but it was probably his dad. But you knew his shit was botted, you just couldn't prove who did it. The only reason why the Deji thing was as clear as it was for botting is because, like, there was actually a paper trail of what happened there. Yeah. Last thing. I don't know if you guys know about this. This is a little last thing right before we get started with the actual stream. Sorry, again. I had a video that I posted last night that I meant to... I was going to stream, but then I shifted, and I posted a video that I knew would get lower viewership, right? Because I wanted to I wanted to put something out. And unfortunately, it got age restricted this morning, so I had to go post it on the third channel. If you're a YouTuber and you don't know about this little pesky tactic here, I don't know if you know, if you get a video age restricted, it'll fuck up your ability to get green videos moving forward because it ranks it heavy as like a thing that, because right now, basically, the way that you get monetized videos is by using the honor system. The more videos that you rank correctly, the more they'll listen to your rankings,
Nicholas
right?
DeOrio's latest
Thank
video.
you. So when you get a video age restricted, it's like, hey, you totally misclicked your video. It's totally wrong. You're out of pocket here. So then they'll start giving you, they'll feed you yellows and you have to manually review it and it can completely fuck up your channel and it's really annoying. So this video got age restricted because I guess some of the blurred shit wasn't blurred enough. It's funny, it's green on this channel, but it got age restricted on mine. So what I did was I shaved it down to 30 seconds. Then I appealed. Then YouTube overturned the appeal and made it green again, and then I posted it somewhere else. That fixed the whole problem. My shit's still green. That's above board. You're not breaking any TOS by doing it. They probably would prefer you doing it that way. But if you have a video that's like a low performer, or it doesn't really matter if it's going to get fucking deleted or something, and you get an age restriction, and you just want that not to count against your channel, all you do is shave that shit down to like 20 seconds, appeal it, and then either delete it or repost it somewhere else, or go and, or like you can even re-edit it and repost it if you really need to, but that will remove any damage to your channel. So just, that's a recommendation to any YouTubers who are watching or anybody who's, I guess, slightly interested on the back end of that. Also, on top of that, you can go to the third channel. It's linked in the channel page to get there. I'm thinking of posting over there more. I know I said that, but now I had to, so I don't know. Now, I think that DarkViperAU has been a mainstay in our live stream reference. Dude, there's been a lot going on with Dark Viper. I actually just talked about this with Augie on the Half Baked podcast. We covered iDubbbz, we covered Dark Viper, we covered some of Destiny and stuff that we'll be discussing on here tonight. And that's going to be coming to you very quickly. We haven't had any Augie content in a minute. We asked him why he's not streaming. We filmed a little members only stuff with him too. Let me see. No, not that one. I went to go look up Dark Viper and I hit Destiny. Dark Viper's been having a really rough time, and this is the nicest thing that I'm going to say about him. So if you guys don't know, his viewership halved along with many other YouTubers, in some cases even including me. A lot of these YouTubers have talked about it. Linus Tech Tips made a video saying, hey, our views are half, but our money is the same, which is my experience. I'm actually, not subtle flex, decrease in viewership has done the exact opposite for monthly revenue. So that's kind of been interesting. And a lot of people are reporting that. So people are asking, is there a problem with YouTube? Is YouTube changing their algorithm in some capacity? And I don't have the answer to you, to give you for that question. But what I will say is, if everyone is losing views and nobody's reporting any gained views, then what is the algorithm pointing people to? Right? If everybody on planet Earth,
I really like it.
I'll put the Wiggler back.
Why?
If everybody's just losing views, where are they going? Right? On this August 15th update, people were saying, oh, it's going to be like the COPPA response. They're trying to stop children from it. They're trying to get your IDs. Google wants your IDs and stuff. And yeah, I do think a part of it is that, but also who's really going to have trouble with ID verification for viewing videos? Bots will. So my speculation, as I've said, and it remains, is that the people who are not represented in your recent view counts probably were bots. I think Tommy reached out to YouTube about his botting things, and the YouTube employee that he was talking to straight up said, like, we don't just ban people for botting anymore because there's no way to, like, figure out if they're the ones who botted these subscribers or if it was a viewer or something. So YouTube in their back end, I imagine, has something that in the month between you getting a stream donation or you getting ad revenue view and stuff like money or whatever.
I always do the possible.
I'm assuming something on the back end validates that view, so they know if they have to pay you for it in the month that it takes to pay you this money. That's always been what I've assumed, right? So if your viewership is down and your money stays the same, you probably had a bunch of bots, a bunch of not real people who were watching this content, who you were never being paid for to begin with. That's why you're not noticing a financial difference, but a viewership difference. And the reason why I kind of preempt this to talk about Mr. Viper here is Dark Viper posted a video where he had YouTube pointing a gun at him saying, I guess my retirement is coming sooner than I thought, because he has seen like a dip in half of his viewership. I don't know about the money aspect. I haven't watched that much of it because I can't, because I'll get struck. And I'll be honest with you, the only way I'm watching Dark Viper is if I'm being paid for it, just to be clear. So I haven't watched a bunch of it. But the reason why I'm pointing this out is because Dark Viper for the past 2 weeks has had a very difficult time. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Right? He's been struggling. It's not been going super hot for him. So he had this controversy. Yo! Thank you! I'm going to let that one go because I obviously don't want to mute anything. But yeah, thank you for the immediate really flamenco. Lolly? One secly do here, dude. We are fake. I mean, you've noticed viewership for streamers and stuff drop a little bit. It's not that these people were intentionally botting their shit. I
really like you.
It's just that there was a lot of traffic on YouTube that wasn't organic, and I think people knew that for a while. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support to everybody who has supported the channel. I think that's going to go off.
I always do the possible.
Bro, we are getting gang banged with fucking gifteds. Thank you for September. We'll talk about that more when we get to the actual stream segment, but I do think it's as soon as I go to mute it. There it is. Thank you. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just hard flamenco at the beginning of the stream. Why are you still here? I'm going tonight. I'm hitting both of these topics
but get
through and
yourself
through.
a copy of Battlefield 6.
Will do.
Lego Batman or tickets to Tron Ares on the
Thank
house.
you. All right.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
So this is what I was talking about. I kind of got a little lost here. Anyway, there's been a rise in botted viewership over the last couple of years. Twitch.tv is one of those specifically that is seeing their lowest viewership since 2021 after implementing things to stop the botting. So Dark Viper is having a meltdown thinking, oh, it's my time is ending, I'm going to retire. And then the Charlie Kirk stuff happens and Dark Viper, in my opinion, gets a bit of a raw deal from Jeremy the Quartering. If you guys don't know, conservative content creators who have been fucking attacked for years are now like basically attempting to dox people who made jokes about like the Charlie Kirk situation, which your mileage will vary on that. I'm not a huge fan of giving them back what they fucking deserve or something or whatever. I think that like de-escalation should be the main thing. I don't think that everybody who made a joke on Facebook to 7 people should be found and doxxed. I think that's probably like a bad solution to that problem. But Dark Viper decided that during this controversy, he needed to step up and try to have a nuanced conversation about the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk was spewing on the eve of his death. Right, so obviously when Jeremy tweeted out, hey, this guy thinks that fucking Charlie Kirk deserved to die, the Quartering and him got into a bit of a little tussle on Twitter, and Dark Viper spent about 72 hours fighting with all of Jeremy's fans while he gets doxxed, while he gets harassed, because he's an idiot who leaves his DMs wide open, so people are just like DMing him, threatening to kill him, apparently. I'm taking his word for it. But I think it's this one, yeah, he starts getting a bit more aggro. Keep in mind, this is 1 week after announcing he's on an early retirement.
Is this false information was sufficient for some of his viewers to conclude that I am deserving of death and that I should be killed. Many of his audience then went over to say that they would murder me on his behalf.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of Dark Viper. He's usually not this emotional. He's not really this mad, but he's really fucking mad here. And then after the Jeremy controversy kind of fizzles out, like 3 or 4 videos later, the spiffing in the middle of it, the spiffing Brit guy came out and said that he's just completely wrong in his video about YouTube's viewership going down. So then Dark Viper is again sent into a fucking rage.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the spiffing Brit and a video I released 8 days ago. Man, how fast things progressed in 8 or 9 days. So this was on the...
So he's already pretty mad about this. I think he put a few tweets about it. So that's another thing that's just like hitting him in the head. Then there's another YouTube drama right now. and I don't know if he's deleted the videos or what, but he was fighting with a different person, and eventually it all culminates in some of this stuff. There are two groups of people in the world, those who have seen my video explaining Cyberboy and understand why I need to continue, and those who haven't and therefore do not understand. Despite literal hours of footage showing all of his lies, there are still some holding on to remaining new lies that he continues to make. 20 gifted! Thank you! And eventually, we finally, after all this preamble, get this video.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? Like every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video is a lie! All I said, I just want you to acknowledge what you did and apologize! I spent 4 days—
So, the reason why I'm showing you this isn't because I want to give you a huge backstory into Dark Viper and his recent crash outs, but like 3 weeks of consecutively getting gangbanged by the entire internet, this guy's completely lost it.
of my life trying to get—
Yes, this is the 14 pages guy.
You do that, and at every fucking turn,
he created like a new copy pasta.
Said no, fuck you. You just wouldn't even acknowledge what I want you to apologize for.
I don't even know if he's right or wrong. I'm only invested in the streaming.
In the fucking video, you still would not acknowledge what I wanted to apologize for.
This is not. This is. You went 1 HP so hard.
4 days.
You went 1 HP so hard, it reeled back around. I'm bookmarking this. I hit that by accident, but I do kind of want it. Yeah, he literally died and got back to full health, and he's still mad.
And when I
he just respawned.
You know what I have to do with this publicly? I think one fucking video, one live stream, doing the horrible things you did, and now I'm harassing you. And you put 3 videos with nothing but lies, calling me a fucking monster because you wouldn't apologize. Dude, you mentioned me on show like 37 fucking times.
Dude, he's like about to start sobbing. That's even more crazy here. I haven't seen this far into the video. It's usually the first 2 minutes because you can cut that and use that for anything, right?
In the last year, I promoted you like maybe a dozen times. Anytime you wanted me, I helped you.
Thank you for hitting the goal. I think that Dark Viper needs to get a couple of those goals in before he completely loses his mind. I mean, we showed it the other day. He's making jokes about Aitana because people keep saying that, like, how does he have a girlfriend? So he's like, oh, yeah, I love my video more than I love my girlfriend Aitana. Are you allowed to cheat on your wife with a video? Can I fuck my YouTube video? Like, he's making jokes and stuff, but he's obviously taking this pretty hard.
And you just keep doing this. Why? You know, if you felt sorry, you delete these fucking videos.
Dude, I was watching this the first time, and I'm like, dude, Augie when Willie dropped his video, or Willie when Augie made his stream.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with
the Augie stuff is fresh in my head, because I just talked to him.
With you?
But this was literally, this is both Augie and Willie's perspective to each other's content.
Like every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video is a lie! All I said, I just want you to acknowledge what you did and apologize!
Dude. Good scream. Holy fuck, dude. You gotta please stop lying. This could be, yeah. I mean, this is a download. This is a big reference. In future videos and Rob's media videos, you're gonna see this play again.
Why can you not stop lying?
Dude, they're gonna, like, this is gonna be, I mean, you could put this in, like, fucking, this meme could go so far, you could find it in, like, Critical Drinker videos.
Please stop lying!
Dude, the shaky cam. Dude, it looks like whoever's holding Dark Viper's camera, which appears to be Dark Viper, must have also shot the fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi fight scenes.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying!
Dude, it looks like fucking Darth Vader is fighting Obi-Wan with the shaky cam in this clip.
What is wrong with you? Like every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video is a lie!
Alright, so yeah, that's the Dark Viper stuff. I also want to point this out. I am a colossal retard, and I need to own up for my mistake. In the previous stream, I spent 20 minutes explaining how you can defeat the YouTube strike system, and how YouTube is, like, really good for content creators. In the next 48 hours, everything would go horrible, and I would look like a complete moron. And I'll get to that in a second. Papa Gut is pointing out that whatever issue I had, he's got 10 times that problem. Well, everyone, seems like my YouTube channel is gonna be banned, which is crazy that Papa Gut is in more danger of getting banned than me. I've been getting a wave of random guideline violations. I had one from just 5 days ago, and it's a timestamp of me calling someone toxic. That's terrifying. Then yesterday, I got one reading a Google document about allegations of another creator. That's less terrifying. Again, you have to realize you can't read graphic sexting messages of any variety on YouTube anymore. That's just over with. You have to be very careful doing so. Just got another one this morning for a clip. Makes it worse when YouTube is now refusing to look into things after my appeals are denied, especially since I've had 6 videos taken down with appeals denied. Yet when I escalate to Twitter, they overturn them. There is clearly something going on. Maybe I've upset the wrong people. Maybe YouTube has a problem behind the scenes. Maybe someone at YouTube is willing to take another look. I'm not confident. And now YouTube is pushing people to DMs. Now, last time I got on stream and I talked to you about my experience, because the pedo troll Ethan Klein Reddit thing went down for a strike. Now, I was pretty confident that I could get that resolved, and I did. And I was getting ready to try to get it off my channel when, after my stream or during my stream, YouTube struck it again. So again, the backstory for that is I got a strike on a video. I tweeted like Papa Gut did. YouTube was like, bring this shit to DMs. I go to DMs. They tell me, oopsie, your video did not violate community guidelines, but we're going to age restrict it. I go, okay. Thank you. I appreciate your help. I get on stream, I tell everybody what a good job YouTube did, and then they struck it again. So I reach back out to my YouTube employee and they say, oh, oopsie daisy, it looks like this situation's already resolved. And I go, the fuck it's not. Please escalate me to somebody else. Then I get an email from YouTube telling me there's nothing they can do. Whilst I get another email from a different YouTube employee who tells me they apologize that it seems like mixed messaging is coming through. They're actually still looking into it, and the team will get back to me. Those people never would respond to me again. At least they haven't, to my knowledge. What did happen at 2 in the morning yesterday, or some fucking random time, I get a doodah notification on my fucking phone telling me that my age-restricted video has been reviewed. Well, I don't have an age-restricted video. That's the video that was taken down. So I fucking hurry over to Discord, I send the link, and my Discord tells me, oh, your video's age-restricted. And I go, that's crazy, because it was deleted yesterday, and I had a strike on my channel. So quickly, I found out that it wasn't struck anymore, so I nuked it. I blew that video up, because I knew that if I left it up for another 4 hours, they probably would have struck it again. So that was what happened. YouTube's fucked right now, and I apologize for speaking kindly of them in my previous stream. So yeah, I literally went to my Discord, I go, is this video up? They're like, yes, it's age restricted. I'm like, great, and I fucking deleted it, because I'm not dealing with that shit anymore. I don't think I'm posting it to Third Channel, but I will be mentioning right now, my backlog is large. I got lots of things to post. I mentioned this to you last time, and obviously there has to be a way to release these. I had people writing me, they go, Nick, that segment on Destiny was 2 weeks old. All right, well, you don't want that to happen anymore? Fine, okay? You see this thing right here, or the pinned comment? I got 3 YouTube channels, Nicholas DeOrio, and Nicholas DeOrio Plus. This was formerly Nicholas DeOrio Archive. We're going to be releasing segments that I don't think are worthy of the second channel, or the streaming channel over there, and you're wondering what the fuck does that mean? Well, I got this fucking segment on like Star Wars theory burning a hole in my YouTube video editor that will never make it to my channel. So I'm gonna post that stuff here. If there's an exceeding amount of videos that are out for a time, stuff like Innuendo Studios might get posted here. If I gotta post a bunch of these intro segments and slap them together and make a video, that shit will get posted here. If you want the more personal Nick DeOrio content and you're not just here for EHD or something, jump on over. This will be extra additional content. Probably not going to be 2-hour VODs, probably going to be closer to like 30 to 45-minute segments. It's going to be a more short-form thing, a more personal thing, community drama maybe over here. Basically, this now enables me to cover stuff that I don't think is going to be good for my channel, because I have somewhere to put it, and I might have fun talking about it. Like how do you say that? The guy David? The guy who had like a fucking child locked in his fucking car or something, that like made songs about the minor that he was dating who's like not been arrested yet. That's like a great topic that could go on this channel, right? That was, yeah, David. I don't know if it's Dave Forvid or something, or they call him David. I have never heard his music. I've heard it now when he's making song lyrics about wanting to, like murder this child that he was dating. Yeah, that would be a good segment for this channel, okay? Not like all true crime stuff, but like covering an Angry Joe video or something at the end of the stream. This is where it's gonna go. Nicholas DeOrio Plus, okay? Linked up top, and it will be now in every description moving forward. So yeah, Papa Gut, I hope you get help. People who don't have access to like YouTube support are probably fucked right now. I don't know what they're gonna do. I also don't know why this clip is in the intro, but we're gonna watch it. Alex Jones is now begging to bare knuckle box Destiny.
Phoenix, where he's gonna be having his Charlie Kirk's gonna be having his funeral Sunday. Hell, I didn't get to this, but Destiny, that scumbag.
Caleb Hammer's helping Papa Gut. That's good. I didn't
piece of filth celebrating Charlie's death and saying more Republicans need to die to intimidate us. That's terrorism. That's calling for terrorism. Elon Musk is calling for his arrest. You got free speech, but
By
you
the
don't
way,
have...
I think it's hilarious that Elon Musk keeps fucking twisting the knife and just bashing the fuck out of Destiny and tagging people and Hassan and stuff. I think that shit's funny. I got no problem with that.
Saying we go out...
Big Destiny with big community meets billionaire with bigger community.
Target and kill people to silence them. That's racketeering. That's terrorism. That's terroristic threats. And I'm telling you, I just got a gut feeling that guy's not going to be too happy very soon. People are sick of this crap. And he talks about he stalked people and planned to kill them and their families and all this other stuff, try to act all scary.
Thank you.
And tough. Those little wild, beady eyes reminds me of the serial killer in Dirty Harry. They have a tour where they were...
Hey, Nick, I just want to say thank you for the content. You've helped me through a rough time. My dog being ill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I can't thank you enough. Keep up the good work with the EHDIA content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jay Lightning.
Stalking Kirk around the country and all this crap. I mean, it's just disgusting.
Wait, what the
They've
fuck
taken
is
our
this edit, bro?
This
edit is crazy.
And it's just...
Now, people are talking about this because I forgot exactly what the tagline is. Did he say "tur"? He did say "tur." The thing is, because he's part of the Unfuck America tour. Yeah.
Country and all this crap. I
He's
mean, it's
touring
just
all around the
just,
country. The thing is, the Unfuck America tour was like, I'm taking the fight to Charlie Kirk, and then Charlie Kirk got assassinated. So now I think there was the clip of the woman from Unfuck America calling Destiny, and he like fucking shooed her off the air because she's like, "We're fucked, we're fucked, all fucked," or whatever. Like she was like freaking out live.
Disgusting. And they've taken our kindness for weakness, and it's just not going to...
I mean, he's insane to be going on.
Go on forever. Not calling for any offensive violence against this guy. But I got a sneaking suspicion. And
I gotta say, we'll talk about this later. I didn't even put this in the docket, but here's the reality of the situation. I said the other day that YouTube, this is the only way to get fucked on YouTube, for your shit to hit Congress. And I think within like 12 hours, they had demonetized his YouTube channel. Like, I told you this was coming. I don't know how I feel about that, but like, I told you it was coming. People were pointing out, though, dude, Nick called this 12 hours ago that Destiny was going to either get banned or demonetized. And yeah, that's what happened.
Already done a lot of stuff to be under investigation. I wonder what...
It's the only way. Is he been remonetized?
Nick
I don't think
just started
so.
insulting me
I don't think he
viciously
will
on
get
Twitter.
remonetized.
What's on those hard drives? I got a real good feeling. Something tells me that'd be real informative.
He's talking about the hard...
just saw
Dude,
Keffel's
he's
tweet.
talking about Alex Jones is talking about checking Destiny's hard drives, and his
think he'll
clips
be
are being
more
played
screwed
in
in the next few
Congress.
months?
EHD
Hassan or
has gone into the...
At
He
first it
knows,
looked
bro.
Like Hassan, but the big names
Oh,
are
my-
focusing on Destiny because he keeps doubling down.
Yeah. Where is it? Bro. Holy fuck, dude. There's no way.
Taking our kindness for weakness, and it's just not going to go on forever. Not calling for any offensive violence against this guy. But I got a sneaking suspicion. He's already done a lot of stuff to be under investigation. I wonder what's on those hard drives. I got a real good feeling. Something tells me that'd be real informative. So obviously, to me, it looks like he's on methamphetamine. I'm not saying he is.
Well, he was.
He's a cowardly piece of filth. I challenge him to bare knuckles boxing match. No limit. He can wear brass knuckles. I'll go.
That's crazy.
Bare-fisted.
I want to see this, bro. This is the real creator clash.
Did that a few days ago. I hadn't heard anything with the big, tough man. Brass knuckles, punk.
Oh, he doesn't. Dude, he knows more about Destiny's alleged hard drive mishaps than he does how tall Destiny actually is.
What do you do? Let's get in the ring right
Dude, could you imagine that he's heard about the Willie Mack shit, but he doesn't know that Destiny's 5'1"?
now. I'm an old man too, son. You're gonna beat the hell out of me so easy with those brass knuckles. You're so tough.
Thank you.
Nicholas DeOrio
So mean. So
Dude, midget versus a bear. True.
wrong.
Dude, this is the only time the fight me IRL shit was funny. This is the only time.
Look at those eyes. Thinks he's so powerful because he has delusions of what he can do to people. He has no idea. I'm so sick of cowards playing in a man's world. Jonathan in New York, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Dude, people were saying shit like, it's really fucked up what's happening. Like, Alex Jones is chiming in saying that these guys should get, they should be, getting in $100 billion lawsuits and stuff, and they're comparing Alex Jones' misinformation to, what was it, Jimmy Kimmel saying that a MAGA guy probably committed the shooting?
Nicholas DeOrio.
I'm sorry, there's a huge fundamental difference between saying that a MAGA guy might have, I think he was a bit more direct than might have, in comparison with saying that all the Sandy Hook children were crisis actors. Look, as funny as I think Alex Jones is, he's a objective piece of shit. For fucking over those families who were getting harassed by his audience because he was lying, saying they were crisis actors in a fucking government-organized fake shooting in Sandy Hook. At the end of the day, that is objectively worse in every conceivable metric than anything that Jimmy Kimmel said live on air. It's not even remotely comparable. It's just two people who spread misinformation of varying complexities. Yeah, but I mean, Alex Jones is one of the funniest entertainers of all time. Also, brief update to the segment from the other channel. After a month, Raja Jackson was arrested today.
Tweet on Nicholas.
Well, yesterday or 2 days ago now. Raja Jackson, Roger
had a rough
Jackson.
couple weeks, so thanks for the steam. It's been really.
Thank you. I
helping me
love
out.
steaming.
You're tiding me over until hockey season starts.
Oh, I can't wait for
Also,
hockey
I'm gay
season.
Jack the Ripper.
I gotta get that fucking new Rangers jersey. But yeah, they finally arrested him. Bro, when are they gonna arrest David, bro? Arrest David immediately. And actually, the first thing that I was gonna do is talk about the Adam stuff. This is a good onboarding point. I'll take a look at that right now. This is our intro tidbit. I mean, this is probably where we're at with Adam in the short term. I'm kind of just waiting to get all of Adam's responses. So we have 3 VODs being published. Unfortunately, this took a little bit more time. I'm not going to go through all the strike stuff, but as I did the Adam segment, which deals with topics of bestiality and zoophilia allegations, and there's a lot of minors, like the word minors being thrown around in context that YouTube doesn't particularly enjoy. And we're not talking about the coal ones. Basically, to get that segment out, I need to do a lot of editing. And everyone knows what the words are, but YouTube requires me to cut some of those words out. Also, I don't know how far you can get with talking about animals in that way. I don't know. Listen, I did what I could. I have seen 0 complaints about the over-censored VOD. All the substantive stuff is there. It's really not, it's not hard to understand what those little holes are in the things. But it took me a while to get it in there and get it done. And I also wanted to wait until I had my strike situation fixed. Now, the strike situation's fixed. Like I told you, the first VOD dropped today. And the second VOD drops tomorrow. That will be the full first stream segment. So the first VOD is just going over Rob's Media's video and covering that on the channel. The second VOD is going over the response to Rob's Media's video that was done via text. And the third one is the segment where YMS responds to me. You'll have all 3 of those by Thursday. If you're wondering a time frame on this, you got part 1 today, which
What's the name
surprisingly
of the
did well.
Keemstar
I guess
Orbiter?
people really
Nick
did miss
Oreo.
this, dude.
Mr. Oreo.
What I've learned so far is I need to cut more things out of the VOD. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. But apparently that's driven up how much people want to see this stuff. Is we keep talking about it, and I haven't been able to show it to you. So yeah, today we posted the first VOD. Tomorrow we post the second VOD. There'll be a palate cleanser in between, and then the third one is going to be 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I'm probably not going to split that shit up. It's probably going to be the full VOD. So, well, not the full VOD, but the full segment, even though it's a longer one. So that's probably how we'll do YMS. And now I'm not going to really talk about YMS much for the next 2 streams other than this, because I mean, he's already responded. There's a huge paragraph. Bro, thank you.
There's a KFC.
Why is my thing not? Oh, there it is. Thank you, DN22.
An iDubbbz and YMS podcast should be a crime.
True.
Not because they are both gibbering morons. Not
So-
because they are black.
What-
but because they both sound exactly like molting geese.
So I'm probably
They
going
are
to just.
Hunkers-coded honeybee goose,
Thank you.
honeybee.
So I'm
Nick just started insulting me
you.
viciously on
Sorry.
Twitter.
This is why we do the intro
I
stuff
was
for the
listening
intro.
to the Saturday stream during work today. How did you just skip over the Alex Jones clip where he says tour like Adam McIntyre?
I gotta be honest, it didn't
Tears of
register.
joy.
It didn't register when it was happening, and it was too late to go back and make the joke because the whole chat was saying it. So I just said to her a couple of times, but it didn't click in my head that that was what happened. All right, I'm sorry. So in regards to the YMS stuff, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday this week are going to be the 3 segments. I'm probably not going to do much until I see his responses to all 3 of those. Otherwise, it's going to take a fucking ass load of my time. Responding in like 20-minute intervals rather than just addressing it all at once. YMS pushed, I think, a thing on the video today, a huge comment. I pinned that comment and instructed my audience to, you could disagree with him, but don't Fed post and get us in trouble. Obviously, I don't want people saying outrageously egregious things to that guy. That's kind of the double-edged sword of pinning a comment on a video that's like antagonistic, especially when it's from a YouTuber. Like, I'm not trying to get accused of like harassing the dude, right? So obviously no Fed posting on that. The issue is that, again, the video topic is like bestiality allegations, and I went through today and they were like, when I think after 2 hours, there were like 10 comments on the video. And there were like 100 comments that were held for review because all the comments reference bestiality, minors, zoophilia, and then YouTube hard cut like half the comments. So I think tonight at like midnight, I'm gonna go through after the stream and just let them all through. And then after that, I'm probably, because I can't sit here and monitor comments the entire time. But YouTube is like ripping down a bunch of the comments. So I'm gonna go push through everything at the end of this thing. Because all the comments are like related to topics that YouTube thinks are fucking crazy. So I'm going to go push those. I had to push his comments through manually. And I warned him I'm not going to be sitting here monitoring my computer to push through comments of him fighting with people. So he can put a twit longer out and maybe even link it. That would probably be a better avenue for him. But yeah, anyways, 3 videos are coming. I'm going to wait till all of it's said and done and then issue any responses that are relevant. We're not going to sit here and go point for point for point for point. So expect that on like the Friday, Saturday stream, like on the weekend. Now I saw this today. This is very funny. The YMS people think I took down these streams, not because I need to like find a way to edit them so they're monetizable for the channel. And I'm like not risking getting flagged down. They think that I'm worried that I said, what was it? That I, today I had posted a time tag, dude, a time tag, the iconic time tag. Is that going to be our new verbiage for that? No more time stamping, they're time tags now. I dropped the time tag in the chat. The latest live stream, Nicholas DeOrio, he is explicitly announcing that he is a kink-shaming bigot. Dude, I'm sorry. Rob's working on a response. Probably will come out after the Casey Tron documentary. So the drama's going to keep going, but ultimately, until then, we're going to just kind of wait it out and see what happens. Because we went hard, and that's, I mean, there's not, I don't want to sit here. Okay, I'm going to just say this very simply. YMS is somebody that I could fight with every single day for the rest of my life. And he'll probably engage, okay? But I do not want another flamenco. And no, I'm not talking about the allegations. I don't want to fight with YMS every single day for the next 2 years. So I have to, like, do it all at once. Because if I do it every day, I'm going to do it every day. And this guy is going to be like a reoccurring character because he's never going to stop responding, okay? I think he wrote me today. He goes, I'm not going to spoil what he said. And I'm thinking in my head, I go, nah, you're going to respond again. You're going to respond again. I'm just letting you know, I'm going to do it all at once. Okay. Because I do not want to fight with this guy every single day for the rest of my life. I would like to just handle these things in, singular segments and not do this fucking thing. He can't stop. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing is, if I'm sitting here saying he can't stop responding and then I respond to him every single day, then I'm literally no better than him. Well, I mean, in terms of the argumentation. So yeah, at the moment is explicitly announcing he's kink shaming. A few minutes later, he cut that part, as you can confirm it's from the comments of the video, saying the video is cut a few hours from it. I wonder if anyone kept it. So people are like, why is this sub and Adam Streisanding the whole conflict? I only heard of it because Adam responded. And now I hate that I even know any of these people exist. The mods were even deleting the original video by Nicholas DeOrio because they didn't want to draw attention to it. This is different. Nicholas explicitly announced he is a kink-shaming bigot. This is grounds for a channel ban. this is a person, I guarantee this. Bro, if this person's trolling, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. This is amazing. This is like the guy who, this is like I didn't cover it, the Destiny fan that wanted to debate his boss after he got fired. This guy's calling for my channel to be banned because I said that, yeah, I think that we should go back to a time where like people were significantly less vocal about their like weird depraved sexual fantasies and stuff. I think that people's lives have been irreparably damaged by the fact that they're just so outgoing, talking about things that were probably better served in the bedroom. No, I'm not talking about fucking gay people having gay sex for those people who have an issue with that. That's not what I'm talking about. But I do think that, like, when people go online and they say stuff like, hey, yeah, I dress up like a fucking animal, and I fuck rhinoceroses, or people dressed up like rhinoceroses, and then you make fun of them because they fuck people who dress up like rhinoceroses, they get like mad about it. It's like, well, wait, why did you say that then? Oh, you're kink shaming me. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't tell people if you don't want people to laugh at you for your weird thing that you've got going on. Again, it reminds me of the OnlyFans argument in a way,
started insulting
right?
me viciously on Twitter.
No one who doesn't frick dogs is this invested in why it's okay to frick dogs. YMS, your morals suck and you should feel ashamed.
Your morals suck. Oh my god, dude. Dude, your morals suck. That's insane. I can't believe you just fucking coined that. Someone must have said that previously. There's no way that you've just created that right now. That's fucking I forgot. I literally. Oh, okay. But like the thing with the furry stuff is it kind of reminds me in a way of like the OnlyFans stuff. It's like OnlyFans is awesome for people. Like they think it's awesome because they make a lot of money. Okay, because they get attention, they get notoriety. All right, they're expressing themselves or whatever. They're taking back their sexuality. Right up until the minute that you insult them for doing OnlyFans. Then all of a sudden, you've crossed a line. It's like, okay, but I can go on, make YouTube commentary stuff, and people can insult my work all day long. Just because your work is your breasts, or like the angle in which you've taken the picture of them, does not mean that you're now impervious to ribbing in any capacity. I have no problem with OnlyFans models. I have problems with OnlyFans models who have problems with themselves and are only doing it, and not only doing it for the money. I'm not out here being like, oh, you don't even do it for the love of the game. But it's like, okay, the money's awesome, right? But then you can't like even navigate your own fucking situation without like screaming, crying, and calling people bigots and stuff. I think these people are absolutely pathetic and cringy. Yeah, I think you need to be able to take a ribbing in some capacity, right? I mean, I've always told people in the audience this. If I come on here and I talk about my difficult day editing a YouTube video or something, or, oh, it's so difficult, this sponsor was so annoying, can you believe that, chat? I'm talking to an audience of like 1,000 people where I guarantee at least 25% of them are either working a dead-end shift tonight listening to this on their job,
I recommend
working for some boss
Nicholas
who doesn't
DeOrio's
appreciate them,
latest video.
having to take an hour extra commute every single day that they're not being paid for to get to their job. Like, the people who are listening to this, who are literally giving me money, are infinitely, like, some of them have like infinitely worse off situations than the one that I am like grateful to have, you know? And that's the way that I look at it. So yeah, I do judge OnlyFans people because you can't take a fucking joke about like your profession. And yeah, I judge fucking, again, it's not their, the furry thing isn't necessarily their profession. Maybe for some of them it is. Maybe there's like a thing that goes hand in hand there. But again, if you're putting this stuff online, the expectation is that you're going to get made fun of it in some capacity. Anything that you put out online, even if it's like a picture of like your family or like a wholesome thing that your child made in school, someone online is going to fucking hate that thing. So if you don't want people to talk about it or make fun of it, you probably shouldn't post it. Unless it pisses off conservatives, then they'll just dox the fuck out of you. But anyway, sorry, and actually technically leftists as well. Okay, well, listen, if it's politics, you'll get doxxed. Everything else, though, fair game. We can all make fun of it, okay? As long as it's not politics, then you can't make fun of anything. If you make fun of anything related to politics, they'll dox your entire family. But for that, other than that, I do think you need to be able to take the honest ribbing. So yeah, they want my channel banned for kink shaming. Here's another one. This is a clip oh, thank you. Actually, you know what's funny? I was sitting here going, oh, we haven't done any politics in a while after that joke. So here's Kai Cenat being X about freeing Palestine.
Shout out free Palestinians.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I don't know what the Palestinians, but shout out them though.
Can you shout out Free Palestine? I don't know what the Palestines are, but I guess we could shout them out maybe. Yeah, shout out Palestines.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
Can I shout out Free Palestinians?
I don't know who the Free Palestinians are.
I don't know what the Palestinians, but shout out them though.
Who is someone that was going to come on the stream but backed out?
That's so funny, dude. I saw this too. It's like, again, I'm not doing a lot of intros because we did start late tonight, but there's the Mudaharian intro coming.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and today I want to...
Oh, I forgot. Wait, there's one more thing related to Adam. Rob sent this to me, Discord app. This is Boblax chiming in, which, by the way, you'd think that Boblax would be, like, the most peeved. Like, he would have the most, for long-time fans. This is going to be a deep reference. I thought he would have the most screen peeves over this, but I guess not. People are so desperate for a new YouTube villain of the month that they're digging up a decade-old hot take to regurgitate. Again, he's been debating this as recently as like 2 years ago. I don't agree with your take, but the response to it has gone beyond critiquing, and it's straight up character assassination. Is this on Rob's video, or is this on... I'm so confused. Is this Rob's video, or is this YMS's video? Wait, who's being assassinated? And again... If this is on Rob's video, it makes total sense, because I understand that Boblax probably thinks that people who say, like, I'm allegedly autistic at 34 years old, that would probably peeve him out, right? Wouldn't Boblax take that, like, hyper seriously? He's an autism supremacist. This guy's got a whole fucking YouTube channel talking about, like, the sanctity of autism and reclaiming the retard slur or something like that, right? Like, he would be excruciatingly mad to find out that somebody's playing hot and loose with their definition of diagnosed autistic or whatever. This is on the YMS video. That's crazy. That's insane. But again, Boblax's like, people are so desperate for a new villain of the month, they're digging up decade-old hot topics. It's like, dude, you're only in this comment section because I'm involved. That's the only reason. Your position on anything is, which side does Nick not like? Oh, I'll take that one. Like, this is, like, again, Boblax's whole character is associating with whatever person at any given moment is fighting with the person that he doesn't like. So Keem, me, Tom, like, that's just how it works. Yeah.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much.
Talk about something pretty sweet.
Rum for breakfast. If you can take a 12-inch ribbed dildo, then you should be able to take a 12-word ribbing joke. What is a ribbed dildo? Does that mean it's like angular? I'm thinking like the rib is angular. Does that mean it's angular? Nick, no. What is ribbed? Wait, why are you... Okay, I'm gonna wait. Why is everyone writing no in all caps? Is it? Wait, why is everyone saying no? It has ridges, like the wallet. Okay, dude. Could you imagine if this episode was brought to you by Ridge Wallet? That would be insane. Okay, keep going.
Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. I think I may be on the cusp of solving some sleep paralysis problems. Now, for anybody that's watching, if you
Mudahar has uploaded, it's unironically, there's actually nothing to show you here. It literally just is a video about his sleep paralysis, which I actually respect this. Getting 100,000 views on a sleep paralysis video is pretty really cool.
Like Why?
I mean, I don't have very many like positive things to say about Mudahar these days, but I was just kind of shocked that he uploaded this and it's actually about what he said. Also, this is like a month ago, so I mean, yeah, I'm giving him the... okay, this is the thing that I actually wanted to show you before we get started with the IWZian segment. As I told you in the previous stream, I've been watching all these weird Hitler animation videos, and that sounds really crazy. And I get cut off by the donation right there.
Keffels appreciated the
so I just can't elaborate it. But I've been watching a lot of these, like look at my fucking... Look at this right now. Why America nuked Japan twice. The doctor who tricked the... Dr. Mike! I found him! There's Dr. Mike! That's where he was the whole time! He was in Third Reich! Dude, Third Reich Dr. Mike! I didn't know he was there, bro! That's why I've never seen his videos! Okay, no. So I've been watching all these videos. I'm like, how... Okay, dude, Third Reich Dr. Mike is out of pocket. I didn't mean it like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus. Okay, so if he ever gets in trouble, that one's gonna stick. But right now, he's okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I've been watching these videos about like the Hitler bunker and shit, and like if Hitler, like what his plans were, or like did he fucking his body. There was all these videos with these fucking weird animations and stuff, and I don't know. It's just like it's a thing I followed into. Okay, it's just like all the like anti-Hitler videos where they make fun of him dying, right? So I saw this one today. I was just sitting here watching this because it's like fucking random. This is honestly history slop. I'll be the first one to say it. This is literally history slop. I don't know if this specific video, but this topic demographic of just like, this is the new Hitler video is like, is history slop, right? You're out of bounds. No, this is out of bounds. I was watching this video talking about the fucking Hitler bunker, and this sponsor segment, I'm so glad that this stupid thing is covering it, is so egregious that I literally stopped what I was doing and looked directly at my fucking screen in awe. Okay?
Looks at him sternly and says,
That's not for you to know.
the guard inspects his identification and picks up the phone. The Führer bunker is protected by a nearly...
Bro, this is like a really serious video with like a dark tone and like dark gritty music.
12-foot thick steel reinforced concrete ceiling. On top...
Yeah, the Hitler drama is insane. Now, just for context, we're talking about like right before Hitler shot himself in the head. Like this is like the days leading up to it where he was like completely fucking crazy. And then like I don't know, the Goebbels guy like gave his kids fucking pills and shit and they died. I don't know. I was a attempted history minor, so that's what I've got out of this so far.
Of that is
it's history slop. True.
Feet of compacted earth. Alongside this, to give the high command more protection, the floor is 6.5 feet thick.
Dude, that's pretty thick.
And each room is protected by walls over 1 meter wide. This guard post is his only way in or out.
Why?
Your weapons, please.
Okay, this is it. Everyone stand back. Fucking brace yourself. Brace yourself for this.
Weidling hands the soldier at the door his pistol.
I always do the possible.
Replies the guard at the desk. Weidling walks down the stairs.
Okay, so again, there are three different security checkpoints. First guy lets you in. He's like, okay, go talk to the guy. Second one is like, all right, you gotta like, have a reason to be here. You gotta give me some shit. Then we can take you there. Because by this point in the war, I think he's gonna say, by this point in the war, all this stuff was like misinformation. Like people were just leaking shit and everything like that. Like all the DMs were getting dropped at that point. So like they're like super fucking high strung. The people are gonna go in there and like blow them up.
As he approaches the next door, Wilhelm Bergdorf comes out and asks Weidling
Dude,
what he needs that's so urgent.
Did you just say, who the fuck just wrote Cash Giraffe? No, it's not Cash Giraffe.
Bergdorf looks at him suspiciously. The soldiers grip their guns tighter. By this stage of the war, trust had nearly vanished. Treachery was on the rise, and confidential information was being leaked to enemies daily. Something they could have avoided if they had incognito.
Bro!
In the US alone, identity theft happens every 22 seconds, with each victim losing an average of $500. Identity thieves can open credit card accounts and take out loans in your name, with you having to face all the consequences. Every day, your personal information is being bought and sold by data brokers. Not just your name.
Are you kidding me, bro? Are you? Dude, come on. That dude Incognito could have literally saved the third. Dude, how the fuck did this get? How did this get sent through? Who the fuck? I'm not the fucking ad guy. I'm not the sponsor guy. I'm not going after your fucking money, okay? But dude, how the fuck did you pitch an ad to your advertiser to say that like Incognito could have saved the Third Reich? That's insane. That is, I literally, I was completely at a loss for word. Did they not check the fucking video? Did they not know the topic? Did nobody look at this? Yeah, Hitler could have won if it wasn't for Incognito. That's insane. Okay, sorry. All right, yeah, I need Incognito now. It's unbelievable. Channel name, this is Atrium, by the way. 250,000 sub YouTube. That was very funny. That was probably the funniest ad read I've seen in years. I cannot complain. But I was stunned. I was literally stun locked at that. That's actually, it's link the video. Yeah, I'll put one in chat right now. This is, yeah. Dude. I couldn't believe that, dude. But dude, there was one. Oh my god.
There's a KFC in Yemen.
It's not even out of nowhere,
I
too.
just got flashbanged by that ad placement. I almost cut my hand.
Bro.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
One of Hitler's generals started with like an H. I forgot his fucking name. But like this is actually topically relevant because like somebody did kind of like screw him over or something. Like right around this time. And like yeah, they legitimately were Himmler? Yeah, Himmler.
You could have.
I don't know. I watched like 3 videos. I don't know anything about. Yeah, dude, Himmler and Hitler, dude.
I'll help you maximize your money.
That guy was always destined to be number 2. Things got a little out of hand, but I do have a lighter intro thing that we're going to hit really quickly. So are you guys familiar? I knew this video was coming out for a while. I knew this was coming out at VidCon, and I didn't want to say anything, obviously, because obviously like he's worked on this. The Gamer from Mars has worked on this.
I really like you.
But he put up a whole video going over, it's 2 hours long, 100 white YouTubers who have said racial slurs. I think this is one of the greatest, and you can actually timestamp it.
The goat.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. But in case you didn't know, there's a promo for Raid Shadow Legends only if you use my code The Quartering.
Thanks, dude. Dude, you can click on this video, and there are so many interesting ones. Jalen is in here. I think we're gonna watch this video. Video Game Donkey is in here. Jeffree Star, Boogie, Frank Hassel, and Wings of Redemption. Null, the owner of Kiwi Farm, Mr. Mediker has said the N. Mr. Girl is in this list. You know, some fucking guy helped write this video because I didn't know Gamer from Mars even knew who these people all were. But I will say,
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
I'm gonna watch like 10 minutes of this with you. Thank you.
The locale of our age.
Actually,
the
not 10.
commentary community eats.
You need to
100
watch
years of content. 100 years of feasting. My favorite
Thank you.
creators never starve.
You need to watch like 5 minutes of this video right now. At number 12, it goes on one of the greatest runs of all time.
Turkey Tom is a creator known for his documentaries about internet-related subjects.
So he's going to talk about D'Angelo Wallace here. I wish he had the context of the Thanksgiving
Nicholas
phone
the Goat,
call.
Thank you for the $5,
The Thanksgiving phone call made the whole thing funnier.
He first created his channel in 2015, originally to review cartoons and make animated
Where is my timestamp? Augie called me and he's like, what the fuck? Why are you not on the list? I go, because I haven't been caught saying it yet.
Storytime videos. He gradually veered into commentary, finding success criticizing other YouTubers. This quickly got him in hot water for making...
He's like, how did you do that in 7 years? I go, well, it's actually really interesting. My strategy for not blurting out the N-word on stream is not saying it.
Controversial jokes, with the backlash only making him ramp up the edginess. This culminated in November 2019.
So yeah, I remember when this shit went down, D'Angelo Wallace was like, hey, Turkey Tom, why did you make a whole video talking about how Jews are trying to steal your money through Raid Shadow Legends? And here's a bunch of Discord screenshots where you said N-words eating chicken. And Tom called me up frantically. He's like, fucking, what was he, like 16 when he wrote that? He's like 18 or 17 at the time. And he's like, I'm not going to be able to go to college. I don't know what to do. I was stoned in the middle of a Best Buy. It was Black Friday, because this happened on Thanksgiving, right? So I was sitting there stoned out of my mind. I think I was so fucked up at that. I bought another Xbox. I didn't need an Xbox. I bought it because it was military green. It was like an Xbox One S. It wasn't even really an upgrade. It just had a Blu-ray player. There was no reason to buy it. So I was stoned in the middle of a Best Buy, and Tom is frantically blowing up my phone. There was like a fucking group chat created for like PR. We're talking about, he's like, I'm not gonna be able to college. They think I'm racist. They're gonna dox me, dox my family. It was the funniest. It was, in hindsight, it was the funny. And you had like Wavy Web Surf in the chat talking with a southern drawl. He's like, listen, Tom, I've been through my fair share of drama in my time, and it's gonna get better. You've just gotta wait this one through. Dude, it was so fucking funny, bro. So fucking funny.
These messages were from a year...
Nick's flexing on us. Bro, I did this off of a grocery store salary. All right, that was a stupid purchase. That was not a smart decision. Actually, no. I don't know. When was this? How many years? Okay, no. If it was YouTube, it wasn't a grocery store salary. I still wasn't making enough money to justify that purchase. All right, this was like 2019.
Prior, when Tom was 16. The expose had a lasting impact on his reputation, following him on social media for...
Except for the fact that then Tom kind of got through it and stuff. Then Tom's okay. This is why we're here. Okay, oh boy, me Mudahar here.
5 million subscribers.
The coffee's kicking in. If you couldn't tell. What did Tom end up doing? Getting 1 million subs.
Strategy.
Yeah, what did Tom end up doing after all that? He got 1.5 million subs.
5 million subscribers. Bo Black's real name Josh is a Canadian YouTuber best known for Twitter Versus, a series where he documents the public's reaction to online drama through tweets. Josh's first break came in 2018.
Dude, this is an insane. All right, keep that in mind. Keep this little through line in mind.
When one of his videos was struck down by Twitch streamer Pokimane. The false takedown led commentary channels to rally behind him. Soon after, he became a co-host on RFC
really
After Hours, a popular live stream drama show created by Augie RFC.
Is this not fucking bizarre? Is this not a bizarre thing to see?
By 2023, Bo Black's channels
fucking Gamer from Mars explaining Augie's stream
surpassed 300,000 subscribers. Although this...
he's not misgendering Bo Blacks. Bo Blacks is he, she, they. I think he, she, they.
Wasn't without its challenges. Most pertinent...
Why was this made? I think he says it in the beginning. It's like, because he can. It's funny.
Our list today would be a song he created in 2016 that didn't resurface until half a decade later. Simply titled The Struggle, it was...
Dude, it's the clips that makes this so funny. It's the clips that he chose to add.
Didn't resurface until half a decade later. Simply titled The Struggle, it was made in the midst of the Black Lives Matter protests that summer. Revealing an edgier phase of his life, Josh can be heard openly rapping the N-word multiple times while making clicking noises.
Sometimes, cause it's cool, but if anyone else is
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
It has to be the worst entry on the list. It has to be.
They are racist.
Relatively harmless, but a sharp contrast to the kind of wholesome persona he had cultivated up until that point. When the clip resurfaced in 2020, he quickly began
You're right, I'm striking
down re-uploads. This was controversial given his previous stances on fair use.
No.
When called out on this by commentator Nicholas DeOrio during a Super
I am in the video!
Mario Sunshine Let's Play, Bo Black's had a mental breakdown live.
No, that's not an apology! There's no apology! That's an explanation! Let me speak! You
He eventually lightened up once it was clear the song...
By the way, wait, listen to that again.
You
Okay, so they heard the ER. There were YouTube videos speculating if he called me the hard R in the clip. That's why it's even funnier. I had to come out after this whole thing and defend Bo Blacks that he didn't call me a racial slur.
That's an explanation! Let me speak! You
He eventually lightened up once it was clear the song wouldn't ruin his career. His audience was
Dude, the cut from here is so funny. It's so funny.
Accustomed to edgy humor, turning the rap into an inside joke on RFC. Ultimately, Bo Blacks embraced the song. And
he was saying fucker, but the word fuck got cut out, and they thought, oh, ER? There's only one word that could be. Grape juice drinker.
People likely viewed it as too absurd to seriously be offended by.
I'd like to hear from Bobby if he...
We are black.
Okay. All right.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. What was he, like 12 when he made that one?
I think it was last year.
Yeah. Oh, dude, AB. AB is a monster.
What was he, like 12 when he made that one?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was just like a year or two ago.
Iman Anis is a Moroccan-Canadian live...
Dude, come on. Cutting from Bo Blacks to Pokimane is insane.
Streamer best known by her online moniker, Pokimane. When she took a DNA test, it was discovered she was also 10.5% European, which justifies me putting her in this video. She created her Twitch account in 2013,
Dude, he's got the stats.
Originally to play League of Legends. Her commentary...
Did you just dox her ethnicity?
Choice of games in relation to other streamers broadened over time. She's become one of the main faces of Twitch, even being given her own ad spot that played in movie theaters. It led her to earn a reputation of being inoffensive and less risky compared to her other peers. With that said, Twitch's darling hadn't always been a brand-friendly face. In the early days, she was prone to the sort of trash talk you would expect from the average heated gamer. This takes
Bro, she literally, how old is she in this clip,
us
bro?
to a clip from 2014.
That doesn't even look like Pokimane anymore.
You know, when
that looks like a completely different person.
She was 17. You see, despite only having streamed for a year, her account had grown at a rapid pace. This led other streamers, most of whom were men, to grow jealous. Many undermined her success publicly, arguing she had it easier simply because—
Wait, dude, what is the fucking framing for this fucking video? Dude, I thought we were gonna get to the clip because we had like young Pokimane pop up on the screen and like, oh, okay, here it comes. Is it like, is the argument that like people were coming for her and the only thing she could do to stop them was call them a racial slur?
Pace. This led other streamers, most of whom were men, to grow jealous. Many undermined her success.
They undermined her success, so she was only left with one option.
Success publicly, arguing she had it easier simply because she was a female. Frustrated, Pokey would end up responding—
Wait, is that really the narrative?
—to the sentiment on stream, having less than kind words to say about her detractors.
You ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as—
This is like the greatest this is the greatest video ever made. Unironically. It just doesn't get any better than this. So before we move on to the next segment, there's one more thing I need to show you. The end of the Pokimane video.
A producer tag used by underground artists. Augustus Marks, or—
Bro, that's his whole fucking name! Why?
Augie for short, is an American streamer best—
Dude, you know Augie, because I knew this video was coming out. You know Augie thought this was some retaliation thing.
known for creating RFC After Hours, a live show where he and a rotating panel of guests discuss online drama, like the aforementioned Boblacks. The series started in 2019 with humble beginnings, streaming to less than 100 people. But he quickly gained traction as larger YouTubers began calling in. After Hours satisfied an otherwise unfulfilled niche in commentary. It allowed creators to share their opinion in a more off-the-cuff manner.
Dude, it was like an N-word breeding ground. I saw there was one part of this segment where he just started— oh no, dude!
When he returned in 2024,
oh no, bro!
He began openly using the N-word on Twitter, securing his rightful spot on this list.
Dude, that's a crazy fucking screenshot. Holy shit, dude. So yeah, I wanted to show you that. Also, there's one brief Gamer from Mars reference that was able to finally be created. So before we start the actual show, this is the last thing I want to show you.
I thought it would be fitting to begin this video with one of the most notable examples of them all. Felix Schellberg is a Swedish YouTuber far better known online as PewDiePie.
The Third Reich was a period of rule in Germany from 1933 to 1945, a time controlled entirely by the Nazi Party. The leader of said organization was a man named Adolf Hitler.
Bro, we're finally here. We're finally here. You guys get the reference by now, right? We've watched this video like 15 times on stream. He said Felix Schellberg the same way that Quentin Reviews did in his parody video. So I'm like, somebody's got to do it. I had to do it. Somebody had to do it.
The most notable examples of them all. Felix Schellberg is a Swedish YouTuber far better known online.
Every Gamer from Mars video.
The Third Reich was a period of rule in Germany in the mid-1940s.
I love when he ties it back in at the end.
Interestingly, one country that Nazi Germany did not attempt to invade was Sweden due to the lack of resources and a long list of alternative concerns. Little did those involved in World War II know that Sweden had a lot more value than they would likely foresee, as they would in due time be starting an invasion of their own.
When people thought of YouTube, they thought of PewDiePie, and the company seemed to embrace their de facto face.
Alright, I'm sorry. Let's get started with the stream. I apologize. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. That's just for me, not for you.